We found ourselves a little bit out of position here at Native Oaks on number 17. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to hook it around this tree, potentially get it on the green, lower your scores. In this challenging game, many people struggle the most with making solid contact. My name is John Gray, head golf professional at Native Oaks Golf Club and your host of the Gray Area. Let's get to it. Hole number 17, we're actually still in the fairway, which is a good thing, but because the fairways are a little cut down, we roll a little bit on the left, and now we've got this big, huge tree in front of me, and the pin is literally directly behind it, but about 150 yards away. I said before, and I say to my students, I want you to pay attention to where you are, what the ball's lying in, kind of what position you're trying to get to, right? Are you trying to lower your score, have fun, show off, right? What are we trying to do? So let's assume at first we're trying to lower our score, right? We want to get out of this position with the lowest score possible on this hole. So we have a couple options. One, I can hit it maybe 50, 60 yards up here on the right, back in the fairway, or still in the fairway, but away from the tree, away from the water, and then I have more of a direct shot at the hole, right? Probably make a 5 at the worst. Second is I could go just on the right-hand edge of this tree and try and get it up right near the green. There actually is some area up there I could hit it into. The problem is that then we're taking on a little bit of the water, we're taking on a little bit of the tree, and if we push it, it goes into a penalty area. So not the safest option, but it is an option. Number 3, and the one that we're going to take on for this video, is that we're going to actually try and get it to go around the tree and get up near, either in the middle of the green, maybe closer to the pin. But middle-ish right side of the green is going to be a great option for here. Now, here's what I'm looking at. I see the ball is going to be a little bit above my feet. That's going to help me draw it. Okay, I am in the fairway, so I can get the club directly on the ball. That's also going to help me put more spin on the ball and help me curve it. And then number 3 is the tree is far enough away from me that I actually can get the ball to go around it. If the tree is too close to you, you have to curve it so far that you won't be able to pull it off. So this one's far enough away, it's still doable. So here's how I'm going to do it. Here's how I'm going to set up to try and get the ball to curve. And this has got a curve probably about 30 yards. So to really pull it off, it's got to curve quite a bit. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the ball, I'm going to play it just a little bit back in my stance, maybe about 1 ball width or so, further back in my stance than normal. I'm going to aim out to the right, a little bit further right than where I want the ball to start. I'm going to actually hood the face a little bit. So I'm going to aim the face of the club more back towards the target while I aim my body out to the right. And now last one, and this is, I don't know if everybody does this, but it's one I found helpful for me, is when I'm trying to curve the ball a lot right to left, I find that I bring the hosel into play a little bit. So I try and aim it a little bit out towards the toe at my setup so that I can try and get the club to come more from the inside out to the ball and sling it. Right? If you think ping pong or pickleball or tennis or any of those, that paddle's got to come from inside out to the ball and over it. That's kind of the action we need to get to curve the ball this much. So, but because of that, this part of the club can come into play sometimes. So I figure if I aim it out on the toe a little bit, I tend to get a pretty center strike, and it's gonna help. All right, so again, we're gonna aim out to the right a little bit, maybe let's say about 10 yards right of where I actually want the ball to start, because with the club face turned left, the ball is gonna take off a little bit left of where I aim. Okay, so I'm gonna aim out to the right a little bit, and with the ball about a ball and a half back in my stance from normal. I'm gonna hood the face and aim it, set it up a little bit on the toe. And I'm gonna try and get as much of an in out swing while I shut the face as I can to get this big hook. So that was pretty good. I was able to get the ball to curve, probably about that 30 yards or so to get it back into the middle of the green. That's where I wanted to be. A couple things to remember. Play that ball about a ball width back in your stance. Line it up a little bit on the toe. Turn the club face left while you aim to the right. Last little thing to remember is that when you turn the club face down, right, we're de-lofting it, we're aiming it left. It's gonna take loft off the club. And when we do that, the ball is generally gonna go a little bit further than you're used to. So you might have to take about half a club less than normal. But take those tips, get on the golf course. Hopefully you don't have to do that, but if you do, have some fun with it, show off to your friends and play well.